Hello, how are you today? In this lesson, we will complete talking about multiples. We will continue talking about multiples of 2, of 3, of 4, but by looking at your book. It's on your textbook, page 114. What are some of the multiples of 2? So they talk about multiple of 2 and multiple of 3 again. So they will start reminding you with multiples of 2. Then they will start talking about multiples of 3. We said that the multiples are when you multiply two factors together, you will get the answer. We call the answer multiple of 3. If you find them in the times table of 3, you will call them multiples of 3. So what's the meaning of multiple of 3? A multiple of number is the product of that number and any number. So when you multiply 3 with any other number, you will have the multiple. A number is a factor of all its multiples. So a number, this number which is a 3, 3 is a factor for all the multiples of 3. 3 is a factor of all the multiples of 3 because you multiply 3 with another number. So 3 and another number, we call them factors, and we call the answer the multiple of 3. Okay, so multiple of 3 means that these numbers 3, 6, 9, 12, you can divide them into groups of 3 with no remainders, with no leftovers. Okay, so you can share them into 3 equally. Share them into 3 equally without any remainders. You can put them in 3 groups. Okay, so all these multiples of 3. Again, I will say that what is the second multiple of 3, which is 2 times 3 equals 6. What is the third multiple of 3? It's 9. The fourth multiple of 3, it's 12. And the fifth multiple of 3, it's 15. As you know, it's 5 times 3 equal 15. So 15 is the multiple of 3. So 3 is also a factor of 15. So 5 and 3 is a factor for the 15. And 15 is a multiple for 3 and multiple for 5. Now we want to look at 115. Flip to the next page, which is on your textbook, again on page 115. Tom wants to find the multiples of 10. Hello, you know the multiple of 10. We talk about the multiples of 10. I said when you count on tens, you skip counting by tens. We said multiple of any number, when you skip counting by this number. Multiple of 3, you skip counting 3. Multiple of 4, skip counting of 3. Multiple of 10, like you are counting of 10. Okay, so which is, we call it in math, times table. 10 times table, which is 1 times 10, 10. 2 times 10, 20. 3 times 10, 30. Okay, if I ask you, what is the sixth multiple of 10? Which is 6 times 10 equal 60. What is the ninth multiple of 10? It is 90, and so on. So multiple of 10 always end with 0. As you see here for the answers over here, you have 10, 20, 30, 40. As you see here, all these multiples ends with 0. And I want you to take a look. Oh, we didn't reach it yet. Okay, so the first thing that we need to know that all the multiple of 10 ends with 0. So since now on, if I ask you, is this number a multiple of 10? You have to look at the ones place. If the ones place ends with, or the ones place is 0, so the whole number will be a multiple of 10. So if the ones place is 0, like you know that 40, 50, 60, 70, all these multiple of 0. But what if I give you a big number? Like I give you 150. Is 150 a multiple of 10? How do I know? I have to look at the ones place. If the ones place is 0, so the whole number is a multiple of 10. What's the meaning of multiple of 10? We can divide it into 10 equally, into 10 groups equally. So you can, yes, I can. If I divide it 150 on 10, the answer is going to be 15. So no leftovers or no remainders. So we call that number is a multiple of 10. So always multiple of 10 ends with the digit 0. So the ones place should be 0. Now I have here 100, 110, 470, 500. All these numbers are not from the times table. Look at these numbers. Here, they are not from this one. How can I know if they are multiple of 10 or not? I have to look at the ones place. I need only one place. If this place is 0, I say yes, it's a multiple of 10. But what about 21? Is it a multiple of 10? No, it's not. طيب, is it a multiple of 3? Remember, can you find a number to multiply it with 3 and you find the answer as 21? Yes, when you multiply it with 7. So you have to look at the times table for 3. You have to find 21 or less. 21 or less. Remember, 21 or less. So you find 21, yes, when you multiply it with 7. So you have exactly, so it's a multiple of 3 because you find that number when you multiply it with 7, which is a full number. 21 can be divided exactly by 3. So 3 is a factor, 7 is a factor for 21. Both of them are factors for 21. 21 is a multiple for 3 and multiple for 7. Now I have multiples page, textbook page number 116. I'm talking again about the multiple of 5, multiplication table of 5. Let's recall it from the second grade. You have here 5, 10, multiple of 5, skip counting by 5, okay? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Can I ask you questions, third grade? Who can tell me what is the third multiple of 5? Excellent, it's 15. Who can tell me what is the seventh multiple of 5? It's 35. Bravo عليكم. What is the multiple of 9? The ninth multiple of 5. Ninth multiple of 5. It's 45. Bravo عليكم. طيب, I want to ask you another question. Do you know something? Do you know something with these numbers? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Some multiples are like these numbers. If they exceed the 50, how can I tell? The multiples of 5 always end with the digit 5 or 0. Excellent. So the number should be ends with 5 or 0. So I can call this number a multiple of 5. Because sometimes I have a big numbers, like if you have a 350. 350, is it a multiple of 5? Oops, how can I know? It's not from the times table. Okay, just look at the ones place. If the ones place ends with 5 or 0, so it will be a multiple of 5. You can divide it on 5, okay? Some multiples of 5 are 95, as you see here, it's end with 5, so it's a multiple of 5. But it's more than 50. How can I tell? Look at the ones place. Okay, 100. Yes, it's a multiple of 5. 150. Yes, it's a multiple of 5, and so on. Okay, look at this question. Is 61 a multiple of 5? Can you answer? Is it a multiple of 5? No, because the ones place is what? Excellent. I can hear you. It's 1. Excellent. So no, it should be 5 or 0. So if the number 60 or if the number 65, it's going to be a multiple of 5. But because the number is 61, it's not a multiple of 5, okay? We know that the last digit of the multiples of 5 must be either 5 or 0. So 61 is not a multiple of 5. We can check by dividing it with the long division. So we cannot divide it exactly by 5 equally without any remainders. Okay, you need to have some leftovers. Okay, let's move to page number 117. Open it with me, please. Let's recall the multiplication times table for 10. Okay, this is a repeated one. It's repeated one. We're talking about the hundreds. The hundreds, it's 118. It's multiplying numbers by 100. Look at these numbers when you multiply 200 equal to 100, 3 times 100 equal 300, 4 times 100 equal 400, and so on. So all these are multiples of 100. When you multiply any number with 100, you will have the same number with the word 100, okay, with 0, 0, like 7 times 100 equals 700, 8, 800. What if I multiply a bigger number, like 22 times 100? The answer is going to be 2200, right? So we move the zeros for the answer and then we write the number or multiply the number. A multiple of 100, as you see here, they should end or has 2 zeros for the last 2 digits, okay? So as you see here, you have to have 2 zeros, not 1 zero like 5. So in 5, you should have only either 0 or 5. But now you have to have at least 2 zero at the end of that number. Now ask yourself, is 360 a multiple of 100? No, because it should end with 2 zeros. It does not end with 2 zeros, so it's not a multiple of 100. So without any thinking, okay? Okay, let's take a look at exercise here. Exercise number 1. And try this, page 118. I have, what are the first 5 multiples of 6? I need to write them all, which is skip counting by 6, or you just multiply 1 times 10. 1 times 6 equals 6. 2 times 6 equals 12. 3 times 6 equals 18. 4 times 6 equals 24, and 5 times 6 equals 30. So these are the first 5. So they're asking me about them all. What are the first 5s? Okay? What is the 7th multiple of 6? What is the 7th multiple of 6? So they just need the 7, the place, the position, the 7th position. So you multiply 7 times 6 equal 42. And is 32 is a multiple of 5? What do you think? You have to look at the ones place. Is it 0? No. Is it 5? No. So it's not, because the ones place is not 0 or 5. Is 90 a multiple of 5? Yes, sure, because the ones place ends with 0. Now let's do together this exercise. What are the first 9 multiple of 4? I have to show you here. I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and 36. So all these are the multiples of 4. Multiples of 4. The first 9 multiple of 4, I write them all. The ones on the top, they are the same. So they just want to remind you with the multiples of 4. What is the 8th multiple of 10? 8th multiple of 10, that means you have to multiply 8 times 10 equal 80. 6 multiple of 5, which is multiplying 6 times 5 equal 30. And you have to multiply all these. You find the answer 21, 42, 54, 56, and 24. And the last one is 27. Now I want to fill in the blank. In this exercise, you have to ask yourself, what is the factor, the other factor that I multiplied with a 7? And you have the answer 42. Look at the top here. You can see 42 here somewhere, right? Here, you can see it here. So when you multiply 6 with 7, you have 42. Something you multiply it with 1 will has 9, which is 9. Oh, sorry, here. 1 times 5 equal 5. And 9 times 1 equal 9. 6 times 8 equal 48. And 10 times 8 equal 80. And the last one is 2 times 9 equal 18. Thank you so much for watching. I will send the homework on the WhatsApp. Please memorize again and revise the multiples of the numbers from 1 or from 2 till 10. And make sure to watch this video many times, because it's very important. When you be in 4th grade, that will depend on lots of things that will depend on this video. Thank you for watching, and see you.